Good morning. I need some extra coffee today. Anyways, I thought it'd be a good time to talk about visas. I think the biggest thing that we did that you will find helpful is we decided not to go it alone. After reading through all the steps that we were going to have to go through and providing documentation, and we weren't sure exactly what visa we wanted, we decided let's make it easier on ourselves and make sure we do it right the first time. So we hired a company to help us figure all this out called Smart Move Italy. And I gotta say, they have been on the ball. They have really helped us out, helping us avoid mistakes that could have cost us greatly. Also with finding the right visa that works best for us. So ask questions. Happy to help what I know. I'm not going to consider myself a professional in any way, but I can explain what we went through and why I recommend hiring someone. So Smart Move Italy, they took a look at our application. We were thinking we were going to be doing the retirement visa, which means you don't work over in Italy, you're retired. You have passive income coming in, like social securities, rents, things of that nature. And I thought, okay, we can do this. But we ran into a problem. We didn't make enough passive income. And then we learned that the mortgage here in the States would count against that income. So we would not qualify. Thankfully, we got some great advice, and we decided to go, instead of the retirement visa, go with the investor visa. That's going to work more for us because we had our money invested in the US stock market. Well, if you invest some of your money into an Italian stock of your choice, they will give you a list of exactly which ones you can choose from. You can do a startup company, and the startup company, the investment was €250, or you could do an already existing company that you could research and everything else and get dividends and interest from for €500, 500,000 euro, sorry. So again, instead of just leaving all our money in the US stock market, we decided let's invest some of that money into the Italian stock market, and that will give us an investor visa. So that gets us over, and we can actually work over there. We can actually earn more money over there. So that was a huge benefit for us. It just worked out well for our situation. Now there are things like the digital nomad visa. Let's say you worked remotely. You could go over on the digital nomad visa. They also offer student visas, but again, I wasn't going to be a full-time student, so that didn't help me. So again, we found the one that worked for us, thankfully avoiding some pitfalls along the way, and we got approved. Yay! I gotta say, the other thing about Smart Move Italy is they actually helped make sure that we knew what we needed to be approved. One of the biggest challenges was, here in the States, we have a notary that, notarizes a signature. But over there, they go one step further, actually proving that the document is good, is actually factual. So that just takes a little bit more time in doing that, doing your FBI check, doing your, in our case, our Georgia state background check, getting all those things approved. The thing that took the longest was our marriage license. So that was kind of interesting. But got all that in, got approval, and then you get to go meet in person at the consulate of your location. Now, each consulate is a different area of the country. So ours was in Miami. So that meant a trip down for an in-person meeting in Miami. Again, luckily we were approved, so it was just the final touches of confirming everything, making sure we had a place that we could live, things of that nature. Now, this just gets us the visa. this doesn't get us like citizenship or anything like that. In fact, we still have to go through a process once we're over there of getting approval to live permanently over there. You just have to basically prove you're living in a place that's big enough for you. You meet with the local police department, will you say, within 8 days of arriving, and we'll get that information. Hopefully, we just have to request the meeting in 8 days. When that meeting happens, that's again goes by how busy they are over there, and is it vacation time, things of that nature. So we've learned, thankfully, with extra guidance, that we just have to be a little flexible. We're going to have to move at their speed, their lack of speed, I would guess. But again, that's one reason why we're moving over there, is we're tired of this working 50, 60 hours a week, or just the speed of life. Wanted to relax a little bit more, really enjoy things, and travel a little more and see a little more. And gosh, the best thing about retiring, not having to set that alarm clock every day. So I don't miss that at all. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the visa process and why we chose to get some help with it. I'm going to probably write out some of this because I think it'll come across as a little clearer. But definitely ask some questions. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I say, and why my experience led me that direction. Again, I'm not a professional. Have a good one, guys.